Welcome back, everybody, to Not Safe for Work Nerd. I am the LA Nerd, Joel Reeves, and today we're going to be talking about Disney Plus, but not just Disney Plus. One show that dropped on Disney Plus. But we will start by saying that Disney Plus dropped yesterday. It has got a plethora of classics such as Steamboat Willie, Beauty and the Beast. It's got Disney original movies like Luck of the Irish, Smart House, Johnny, Tsunami, all the things your brain forgot existed, but are important to your childhood, and you should watch them again. It's even got things like Gargoyles, Darkwing Duck, the 90s X-Men and Spider-Man cartoon, which I will endlessly watch forever now, and of course, new shows such as The World According to Jeff Goldblum and The Mandalorian, which is what we're going to be talking about today. The Mandalorian is the next installment of the original Star Wars story that we are being brought. A lot of that is going to come to Disney Plus with the Obi-Wan show. There are going to be other spin-offs, and this is the first installment that we get of it, and it's amazing, you guys. It has an old Western feel, kind of like how when you first get introduced to the original trilogy and it feels like a space Western. This doesn't just feel like a space Western. This is a Western in space. It's fucking awesome. The lead character, the Mandalorian, played by Pedro Pascal, is that typical, strong, silent gunslinger type. And it's just, he doesn't speak unless he has to, and when he speaks, it's with purpose and importance, and he's always on a fucking mission. And while he is a big draw to why the show is so awesome, there is so much other great Star Wars stuff in this show. There are new aliens, new locations, spaceships. It is such a grand addition to the Star Wars universe, and I don't know how much more I can talk without telling spoilers. I just want to say that all of the actors do great. Pedro Pascal does a great job. Taika Waititi does a great job. Carl Weathers. Nick Nolte even does a great job. Werner Herzog is in this. Everybody really just bites off this Star Wars feel and just chews it very, very well. And I cannot wait to see where all of these characters go. I hope we see all of these characters again and that they're not just one-offs. Holding for plane. If you weren't a fan of Rogue One or Solo or The Last Jedi or Force Awakens or any of the new Star Wars media that we've been given since the purchase of Lucasfilm, you're still going to want to check this out. I promise you, you're not going to be disappointed. I told a friend that I think the main reason I'm so into The Mandalorian after only one episode is that it feels like old Star Wars. It feels like a grand addition to the original trilogy, and it takes place only, 15 years after Return of the Jedi. So there's a lot of good callbacks to the original universe that we know and love, and they're adding their own shit into it, which is always good because we don't need the same things over and over. And look, I can't keep talking about this without spoilers. So, spoilers from here on out. Pedro Pascal, from the beginning, just saving an alien from these mean bar patrons to then just capturing him because he's the bounty, was, I think, such a great way to open the show. It shows the fighting prowess of the Mandalorian. It shows that he will do anything for his target, to get his target. He fights 4 or 5 guys in a bar, fights an alien, a gigantic space worm, ice alien off of his ship to get this bounty. He will do anything to complete the job, and I think that's a great tonal way to open the show. I love the Carl Weathers cameo. I don't quite understand this scene because he tries to pay him in Imperial credits, and he's like, oh, the Imperial's fallen, this money's no good. And then he gives him like Mon Calamari money, and it's like, can you just pay with whatever the fuck you want? That would be like me going to the Ralph's down the street and trying to pay in like euro. And they're just like, oh yeah, it's not American dollars, but it works. I hope they dive into that more, especially since the Empire has fallen. What money are people using? Is Mon Calamari money like the standard now? Or are there a few things that people can use? That's neither here nor there, though. This isn't an economics video on Star Wars. The next big cameo. Brian Posehn has a cameo. It's fucking awesome. I won't spoil it. Just look for it. The next big thing we got is Werner Herzog. And he gives the Mando a secretive bounty. There's no puck for it, which I guess is the standard Mandalorian guild or bounty hunters guild way to capture somebody, and there isn't any of those. He just gives them a tracking device, says the target is 50 years old. Have fun. So the Mandalorian goes on this mission, discovers where this bounty is being kept. It's in this off-world, it's a desert planet, and it's like kept in this like bad guy base, whatever. He's got this awesome, speaking of like a Western vibe, he has this awesome like taming a horse. It's a blurg. Taming a horse sequence with Nick Nolte's character, and it's kind of like I'm your mentor and I'm gonna teach you how to do this thing. It's endearing. I could have done without it, but again, I think Nick Nolte does a great job, so it works in the episode. Teams up with IG-11, played by Taika Waititi. Fuck yes. This is a phenomenal action sequence. This is another great Star Wars addition, is the Mando armor can withstand blaster shots and, even glancing lightsaber hits. So seeing him rush into battle, kind of being careless, even though he is a really good gunslinger, jumping into a battle like that, a little careless, but he knows he's got the armor with him. Teams up with IG-11. The IG-11 battle, he's like the robot that's just spinning. It's like he's got targeting devices, so his body's like spinning around as he's just naturally fucking hitting everything he wants to. This battle scene is fucking amazing. And if I can jump back real quick, he gets a little upfront payment from Werner Herzog, which is a little bit of Beskar, which is a metal which the Mandalorian armor is made out of, and he creates a little shoulder pauldron out of it. Now, I don't know if that means the rest of his armor, he's just like completing the suit, or if he's on the mission to create a full Mandalorian metal suit. Like, I don't know, like, is he vulnerable? Is the whole thing not Beskar? I think this is going to play a lot into the future plot as well, so that's something to keep watch on. But when they finally get inside the base, this fight scene is amazing, by the way. Very good Taika humor. He's got a self-destruct device where he's like, I must not be captured. I'm going to self-destruct. Like 3 times. And the Mando has to be like, no, we can do this. Do not fucking kill us. And they do. And they finally get in. And the interesting thing about this is the Mando was told, bring the bounty back alive. You can bring it back dead if you have to. IG-11, this droid, was told, bring this bounty back dead. So they're clearly been hired maybe by 2 different factions. They each have a different agenda and goal in this bounty. And when you find out what it is at the end, it's obviously the driving force for the rest of the season. Now, these were minor spoilers. So if you don't want to know the huge spoiler for the end of the episode, skip this part. The tracking beacon leads them to this like floating crib, and he opens it up, and IG-11 goes, this can't be 50 years old. It's a baby. What tiny creatures in the Star Wars universe live a very long time? It was a baby Yoda. Obviously, that is not the species name. As far as I know, we don't know the species name. I'm fairly versed in Star Wars. I don't know everything, obviously, but I'm fairly certain that they're just called Yoda's species, as he was the last of his kind. So this was huge. And IG-11 goes to kill it. The Mando kills IG-11. And he's left there with the baby Yoda. And they kind of have this E.T. finger-touching moment. And this is where we see he might be a bounty hunter. He might have questionable morals. He might kill people. But as far as Yodas go, 50 is young. It's a baby still. And he's not going to kill a fucking baby. But that was the end of the episode. So the future of this is, what does he do with the baby Yoda? Does he bring it back to Werner Herzog? Does Werner Herzog want good things for this baby? Bad things? Who else is after this young Yoda childlike thing? And what does it mean for the rest of the season? And that is such a great hook to continue to get us, everybody, to watch. And I was already hooked, be honest, before I watched it, and I cannot get enough. The next episode actually drops Friday. So this was dropped Tuesday, next one Friday. That is such a short, sweet time to wait. And fuck, I can't wait. I am so excited for this. I want to know what you guys thought about The Mandalorian. What do you think this baby Yoda means? Are there more of them? Well, we thought this was the last of that Yoda was the last of his kind. What does this mean? Who else is after baby Yoda? Or did Werner Herzog send 2 bounty hunters after the same bounty with 2 different directions? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know whatever you thought. Any more theories, just general reactions to the episode would be fucking amazing. Thank you so much for watching. You can find me everywhere on the internet at I'm the LA Nerd. I've said this every time, so I'm just going to say it again. Every video I get a few more subscribers, and I would love to keep that train rolling. So please like and subscribe, comment like I said. And look, to be honest, the next video is probably going to be Chapter 2 review because it's on Friday and I'm a busy guy and I don't foresee myself making another video before Friday. So stay tuned for that as well, and thank you so much for watching. Later, nerds.